The most unique animals of the desert. Many people associate camels and rattlesnakes with the desert, but there are many other animals that call it home. The desert is actually home to a vast range of fascinating and diverse species. Desert animals are able to strike a careful balance between hunter and hunted, predators and herbivores, without upsetting the balance of other desert inhabitants. These desert-dwelling animals are adaptive and versatile. So, let's watch the most unique animals of the desert as they amaze us with the ways they adapt in their habitat. Like, share, and subscribe to Best of Tens. Giant Desert Hairy Scorpion. The giant desert hairy scorpion can grow up to 5.5 inches long, living up to its name. They are found in northern Mexico and the southwestern states of the United States, such as Texas. These scorpions excavate up to 8 feet long burrows and emerge at night. Their body hairs enable them to feel vibrations in the ground in search of food. Kangaroo Rat. Kangaroo rats are so well adapted to the desert environment that they can go without water for long periods of time. Their diet of seeds provide them with the moisture they require. They also have incredible hearing, which allows them to notice predators like owls approaching. These animals can be found in the United States, western and southwestern areas. Gila Monster. Gila monsters are venomous lizards that can feed by climbing cacti and trees. They use their keen sense of smell to track their prey high in the sky. Apart from hunting, they spend the most of their time underground. They are native to the southern United States and Mexico's Sonora state. Dromedary Camel. The camel, often known as the ship of the desert, is particularly built to thrive even in the hottest and driest of deserts. The camel has a long, curved neck, a long tail, rather long legs that can fold neatly under its body while it rests, and a coat that comes in hues of brown, cream, or black. It has a body length of 7.25 to 11 feet, a shoulder height of 5.6 to 6.6 feet, and a weight of 990 to 1,210 pounds. A well-fed camel, above all, has a hump. The camel uses its hump to store fat and uses it when food and water are scarce. In fact, a camel may go for up to 7 months without drinking in cool conditions. The camel's hump isn't its only defense against the desert heat and dryness. It has a small head and ears, and hot air is cooled and humidified as it enters its nostrils. It is also possible for the animal to close its nostrils. The animal has strong brows and a double row of eyelashes to keep sand out of its eyes. The dromedary can be found in Saharan Africa, as well as Western, Southern, and Central Asia. It has been extinct from the wild for around 4,000 years. The Brevard Zoo, the San Diego Zoo, and the Louisville Zoo are just a few of the zoos that have dromedaries on display. Yucca Moth. The yucca moth is a little white moth that aids in the pollination of yucca, a desert plant. They blend nicely with the yucca blossom thanks to their hue. The yucca and its insect are inextricably linked and cannot exist without one another. Each type of yucca is pollinated by a different yucca moth. The yucca moth is unique among moths in that it lacks a lengthy, probing tongue. It has feelers around its mouth, but they don't help it feed because the moth doesn't eat. Instead, they assist the females in collecting pollen. She moves on to another plant once she obtains a nice lump of pollen. She examines the flowers and, if no eggs are present in the ovary, she will deposit a few eggs and pollen on the stigma of the flower. This allows the flower to produce fruit, which feeds her caterpillars once they hatch. After hatching and feeding on the yucca's fruit and seeds, the caterpillar falls to the ground, digs in, and spins a cocoon around itself, which it will stay in until the next spring or longer. When the new moth emerges, the yucca will be in full bloom at the same time. Sand cat. The sand cat of North Africa, West, Central, and South Asia, like other desert species, has evolved to require relatively little water. It derives most of its moisture from smaller animals like jerboas, birds, and reptiles, which make up its diet. It's a little wild cat, measuring between 18 and 22.5 inches in length and weighing between 3.25 and 7.75 pounds. It has a sand-colored coat with black stripes on its legs and a scarlet line from the corner of its eye to the corner of its face. It is nocturnal and spends the day in a burrow. Peccary. The curving, short tusks of these desert creatures, sometimes known as javelinas, let them tear through plants like the prickly pear cactus. They also have unusually robust digestive systems, allowing them to consume such foods without being harmed by the plant's numerous small prickly thorns. A benefit for the peccary: the prickly pear cactus is full of water, providing an excellent way for the animal to stay hydrated in the scorching desert sun. Fire ants. Also found in the desert, fire ants have two powerful mandibles for biting, chewing, shredding, transporting, and digging, as well as a mouth for eating and cleaning. High-protein meals, such as dead animals and birds, plants, nectar, seeds, and living insects, are preferred by fire ants. A colony of red fire ants can clean every speck of meat off a dead animal in minutes, right down to the bone, when they work together. Honeydew is a favorite food of fire ants, who bring it back to the colony and vomit it into the mouths of other workers and larvae. Addax antelope. The addax antelope is another desert animal that will not perish if it cannot find water to drink. Many people admire this gorgeous creature's long spiraling horns, which may or may not be the fundamental reason for its extinction. In reality, the Saharan desert may only have 3 of these left. In the summer, its coat is white, which helps it stay cool. The addax has a short, stumpy muzzle that allows it to graze on tough desert grass, acacia trees, and tuber plants. The addax can be found relaxing in the shade even on the hottest of desert days. They go to food sites early in the morning or late at night when air moisture can be absorbed down into their meals. Shrubs, bushes, grasses, leaves, and leguminous herbs are the addax antelope's favorite foods. One remarkable adaptation they've developed is the ability to collect water and preserve it by excreting dry feces and concentrated pee at the same time, which helps them maintain a lower body temperature. Armadillo. The armadillo, a little mammal with a shell that is wholly unique to this animal, is known in Spanish as little armored one. Bugs, small reptiles, plants, and fruit make up the majority of an armadillo's diet. Armadillos, like many other desert species, prefer warm weather. Armadillos are susceptible to death in colder surroundings due to their low body fat percentage and naturally low body temperature. They also enjoy digging burrows to conceal themselves in and resting for most of the day, which makes the desert sands a great napping area. The varieties of creatures that can be found in deserts around the world differ. If you decide to take a trip out to the desert yourself, you will undoubtedly encounter a species or two that will impress you. Which of these are your favorites? We love to hear what you think, so comment below. Then, tap that like button, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and share this video. For more entertaining and informative videos, click on these videos or head directly to the Best of 10's archive.